Okay, this video we're going to discuss applying a pricing rule to a tiered selling price. So that means we are going to have pricing rules on each of the tiers. So let's set up a Granule tiered selling price rule 1. Okay, and to set the pricing rule on a tier, we have to create a template. So I've already created the template. Now, there's another video on how to create templates, so I'm not going to go through that in this video, but there's a link in the instructions on how to access that video. So I'm going to select a pre-designed template. So we're going to pick Granule Template 1. So the template 1 is 1 to 5, 5.1 to 20, and 20.1 to 100. So it basically works the same way as the default selling price rule, except we're going to set a different rule on each of the tiers. So I can choose between exact price, margin, markup fixed, and markup percentage. So the first one I'll do exact price, the second one I'll do margin, and the third one I'll do markup fixed. So the exact price I want to charge is 25 cents a gram. I want to have a 75% margin, and the markup fixed on the last one could be 30 cents. Now you don't have to make them all different. You can make them all the same if you want. Generally, people will give a discount with the higher quantity purchases. So as the purchase quantity is higher, they may give a little bit of a discount. But that's totally up to you. So we have now set up that uh, pricing rule for the tiered template for granules. So we have granules, tinctures, raw, and concentrate. You have to set up different pricing rules for each one of them. They're obviously going to have different prices. So now that we've set it up, we can go to a single herb record or a premix formula record and open it up. And I've opened up a granule herb because we've created a granule tiered template rule. And I'm going to go to prices, and then I am going to go to herb price tiers. So I can turn the pricing rule on, okay, and then it's going to allow me to select the rule I just created, and it's going to populate it with the tier template or the tiers that I've set up for this rule. And this is what I set up: exact price at 25 cents, a margin at 75%, and a markup fixed at 30 cents. And it's basically looking at my latest cost of goods. And for markup fixed, it's increasing it by 30 cents. So it's, 50 cents plus 30 cents is 80 cents. And for a 75% margin, it's charging $2. So that's basically my profit out of the $2 is 75%. So 50 cents is 25% of $2, and the rest of it, $1.50 would be my profit, or 75% of the selling price. And exact price is just going to charge exactly what I want. And now that is saved. So if someone orders this herb in a formula, say at 10 grams, it's going to charge them $2 a gram. Now these prices are a little bit varying. I would probably make a little more sense of it by going maybe doing them all margin. The first one, 70% margin, the second one 65% margin, and the third one, 55% margin or something like that, where it becomes maybe a little bit cheaper for the practitioner with the higher quantity orders. And that is how you create a pricing rule for the tiered selling section. And of course, you can also go to the pricing rules area, and you can see one herb is using this one, what we just set, but we can add more herbs in bulk if we click on add herbs and find the herbs that we want. And you can obviously say I don't want to use this rule anymore, and it will turn that rule off. Or if there were more pricing rules set up, you could just switch this herb to a different pricing rule right here. And if you really can't remember what the rule was, you can view the rule. So it tells us what the rule is, and you can view the herb if you want to from this screen as well. If you have any questions on tiered pricing rules, please get in contact with us.